As Faculty Marshal, I have the honor to declare the 5th graduation of Carnegie Mellon University, Africa, as authorized by the Board of Trustees, to be in session. And now, please stand for the national anthems of Rwanda and the United States, respectively.
Please sit down. Bravo. My name is Vijay Kumar Bhagavatula. I'm the director of Carnegie Mellon University, Africa. Honorable Minister Dr. Isaac Munyakazi, His Excellency Peter Ruman, U.S. Ambassador to Rwanda, Carnegie Mellon University President Dr. Farnam Jahanian, Carnegie Mellon University Interim Provost Dr. Laurie Weingart, Carnegie Mellon University College of Engineering Dean Dr. James H. Garrett, President and CEO of MasterCard Foundation Rita Roy, CMU Africa Joint Advisory Board members, senior leadership from Government of Rwanda, senior leadership from MasterCard Foundation, heads and representatives from Rwandan academic institutions, Carnegie Mellon University delegation from Pittsburgh, Carnegie Mellon University faculty and staff, Carnegie Mellon University Africa Industry Partners, families and friends of graduates, and most importantly, graduates of Carnegie Mellon University Africa class of 2018. Welcome to the Carnegie Mellon University Africa graduation ceremony for the class of 2018. This is the 5th graduation ceremony for Carnegie Mellon University Africa. Today, 45 students will be receiving either a Master of Science in Information Technology diploma or a Master of Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering diploma. They have satisfied all the requirements of either the MS-IT degree program or the MS-ECE degree program. This is an occasion of great joy, as it is a culmination and recognition of the hard work put in by these graduates to meet the rigorous demands of our curricula, of the effort by our faculty and staff to get them to this point, of the support provided by their families and friends during their studies, of the opportunities provided to the students by our industry and government agency partners, and finally, of the financial backing provided by the Government of Rwanda, MasterCard Foundation, and other funders of the Carnegie Mellon University Africa programs. Today is also a special day for other reasons. This is the graduation of the first cohort of CMU Africa MasterCard Foundation scholars. And we are delighted that MasterCard Foundation President and CEO Rita Roy is able to come to deliver the keynote speech today. It's also special that Carnegie Mellon University President Dr. Farnam Jahanian is joining us in this celebration to share his thoughts and advice. We also have CMU Interim Provost Dr. Laurie Weingart and CMU College of Engineering Dean Dr. James Garrett with us today. There are many things I want to say on this occasion, but we have several excellent speakers that you are waiting to hear from. So let me introduce the next speaker, Dr. James Garrett, Thomas Lord Professor of Civil and Environmental Engineering and the Dean of the Carnegie Mellon University College of Engineering. Jim got his BS, MS, and PhD degrees in Civil and Environmental Engineering from Carnegie Mellon University. He joined the faculty of the College of Engineering in 1990 and served in multiple leadership roles before becoming the Dean of the College of Engineering in 2013. Jim has done pioneering research in how sensors and data analytics can make our cities more adaptive and efficient. As Dean of the College of Engineering, he has worked hard to maintain and grow the excellence of teaching and research in the College of Engineering. In recognition of his research and leadership contributions, he has received many recognitions, including Fellow of the American Society of Civil Engineers, Fellow of American Association for Advancement of Science, and Distinguished Member of American Society of Civil Engineers. Please join me in welcoming Dean Garrett to the podium.
Thank you. Good morning. Let me begin by congratulating our class of 2018 and all of you who are here with them, your parents, your friends, and your loved ones. Congratulations. I also want to thank our President, Dr. Farnam Jahanian, and Interim Provost, Dr. Laurie Weingart, for joining us today on this very important occasion. I'd also like to very much thank the Honorable Minister, as well as CEO and President of the MasterCard Foundation, Rita Roy, for being here today. It makes it very special. Graduates, you should be proud of your achievements as you go on now to make your mark in the world. This is a fascinating and exciting time in Africa, with many opportunities that are unfolding around you. Opportunities such as the exciting projects that you worked on this year with your faculty together in the areas of energy, cybersecurity, big data, smart energy, banking infrastructure, and water irrigation systems. These outstanding projects reflect the promise that entrepreneurship and technological development offer to both strengthen the economy and serve the needs of their specific populations. My hope is that you will follow your passion to project these products and many others into the market and start to make a difference and foster prosperity in Africa. Our outstanding faculty have prepared you for the complex and accelerating technological advancements that are underway here in Africa. All of you have worked hard this year, and I know you've missed a lot of sleep along the way. But think back to the first day that you arrived, and take a moment to reflect on the great personal, academic, and professional growth that you have all experienced. I've been celebrating graduation at Carnegie Mellon University in some capacity since 1982. First as a student, then as a faculty member, then as a very proud parent, as department head, and now as dean. And so over those many years, I've developed some thoughts that I want to share with you from that journey I've taken that may be relevant to you in terms of attitude and philosophy. First, be a leader and make a difference. And I've certainly already seen lots of leaders sitting out there in the audience in front of me. Be a leader, and don't be afraid to stress beyond your comfort zone, to participate in the transformation that's underway on this continent. Live for the present, be in the moment. The opportunity in Africa is now. Second, continue to learn and grow as a person and as a professional. While you might think that you stuffed all of your potential and possible learning into the last 2 years that you were here at Carnegie Mellon, you need to keep learning. Your education isn't ending today, it's just beginning. There are many lessons for you to learn as you move out into the established community of companies and the startups that you create. Actively participate in your profession and use your experience here at Carnegie Mellon as a basis for lifelong learning. The world needs hardworking people like you to solve some of its most difficult problems. Don't ever stop asking why or how you can make it better. My third point of advice is to please stay connected with us. We are a family, us and yourselves. We are a family and a network for you to rely on throughout your career. There are now 110,045 alumni that exist in this CMU network. Please be active, please take advantage of that. As you take the next step of your professional life, all of you can and must apply your engineering skills and technological tools to guide the transformation underway around all of you. We encourage you to fully commit to solving important problems and stimulating exciting advances in Africa and the world. Remember, if you approach these challenges with your heart and pursue your passion, you will truly enjoy whatever you choose to do and have an amazing impact along the way. Every time I visit this region, I continue to be excited about the future of Africa, about our role in educating the next generation of African leaders, and about your role in delivering this exciting future. On behalf of the entire College of Engineering at Carnegie Mellon University, congratulations to all of you and to your families. At this time, it is my great pleasure to introduce the 10th President of Carnegie Mellon University, Dr. Farnam Jahanian. Dr. Jahanian was appointed to the presidency in March 2018 by the Board of Trustees after having served as interim president since last July. A rigorous international search made it clear that the perfect candidate to lead Carnegie Mellon was already here, and we are thrilled. Dr. Jahanian first joined Carnegie Mellon University as Vice President for Research in 2014 and later became the university's Provost and Chief Academic Officer. Prior to CMU, he led the National Science Foundation Directorate for Computer and Information Science and Engineering and spent 21 years as an educator and leader at the University of Michigan. A nationally recognized computer scientist, entrepreneur, public servant, and higher education leader, Dr. Jahanian holds faculty appointments in our School of Computer Science, this College of Engineering, and the Heinz College. He is also a proud CMU parent and is well known for his passionate engagement with students and his dedication to improving their experience. Ladies and gentlemen, we are delighted to welcome Dr. Jahanian to Rwanda and CMU Africa for the very first time to celebrate this graduation of our class of 2018. Please join me with a warm round of applause for President Jahanian.
Thank you very much, Jim, for those kind remarks. Good afternoon, everyone, and congratulations to the class of 2018. You know, Viola and Manuel last night tried to get some excitement out of the class of 2018. Let me try this. Are you excited to be here? Yes. I don't think that's going to cut it. We're going to try this one more time. But this time, I want the parents and the family members also to participate. Are you all excited to be here? Well, I'm delighted to be here in Rwanda celebrating my very first CMU Africa commencement at Carnegie Mellon University, as Carnegie Mellon University's 10th president. I would like to begin by acknowledging the leadership of Dean Jim Garrett, our Dean of College of Engineering, and of course, the CMU Africa Director, Dr. Vijay Bhagavutula, Kumar, and Jim. Thank you very much for all that you do, and thank you for your leadership. I'm also delighted to extend a warm welcome to several distinguished guests. This morning, we're honored to welcome the Honorable Dr. Isaac Munyakazi, who is Rwanda's Minister of State in charge of primary and secondary education. We are grateful that the government of Rwanda sought us out as a strategic partner in this great country's transformation. And more broadly, the wave of economic development sweeping across Africa. Their partnership has been instrumental in our success to date, and we're so pleased that Honorable Minister is here to offer his reflections with us later today. Thank you very much for joining us. As you heard earlier, we're also delighted to welcome another great partner, Rita Roy, President and CEO of MasterCard Foundation. We're delighted that Rita has agreed to be our commencement speaker. Since fall of 2016, MasterCard Foundation has been supporting academically talented students at CMU Africa through their Scholars Program by enhancing access to higher education and fostering broad social inclusion. They're investing in the future of young people and the future of Africa. This is a milestone year, as you heard, for the Scholar Program at CMU Africa, as we celebrate the very first cohort of graduating MasterCard Foundation scholars. On this very, very special occasion, Rita, thank you very much for your visionary leadership with CMU and for your advocacy for Africa and for all these young people. Thank you very much. I'm also delighted, of course, to welcome and recognize the faculty, staff, and senior leadership from Carnegie Mellon, Pittsburgh, and CMU Africa, and of course, the proud parents, family members, and friends of our graduate. Would all of our guests please join me in congratulating the class of 2018. On a very personal note, it's remarkable to see the CMU community here in Rwanda growing and thriving. since we began our program in 2012. We have tripled our enrollment, and we're nearing the completion of our new 15-hectare campus in Kigali, Innovation City, which will transform the CMU experience for our students, for faculty, and staff of CMU Africa. With several of my colleagues, we had the opportunity to tour the new space yesterday. It's just spectacular. I'm sorry to the graduating students, you won't enjoy it, but as alum you can come back and spend time in the new building, new facility. On this, my inaugural visit to Rwanda, it's already clear to me that this community embodies the power of education to catalyze economic development and to improve the human condition. CMU Africa also embraces our commitment to inclusion, reflected in a culture and climate that seeks, welcomes, and advances talented minds from diverse backgrounds. To our graduates, about 100 CMU Africa's graduates from more than a dozen countries across the continent have come before you and have sat where you are sitting today. Today, the 45 graduates of the class of 2018, you claim your role in that tradition, joining more than, as Jim said, 110,000 alumni, CMU alum, in 130 countries around the world. By the way, you also represent our most diverse class to date, representing 6 African countries. Today, you take your first steps toward turning your passion, your creativity, ingenuity, and fearlessness into a lifetime of societal impact, personal fulfillment, and of course, professional success. Of course, this CMU legacy extends beyond just the past 6 years that CMU Africa has been here in Rwanda. This past year, our global community celebrated CMU's 50th anniversary. This anniversary commemorates the merger of the Carnegie Institute of Technology and Mellon Institute of Industrial Research, when we became the current University of Berat, a comprehensive research university, Carnegie Mellon University. That was in 1967. Looking back, this was more than a merger. It was a defining moment that reshaped our intellectual and geographical ambitions, ultimately taking us from Pittsburgh all the way to Kigali, Rwanda. Throughout our history, our mission has been rooted in the idea that higher education in society is society's great equalizer, with the power to bridge social, economic, racial, and geographical divides like no other force. Nowhere is that more evident than here today in Rwanda, where the pace of economic growth and technological advancements have been truly remarkable. Through the country's transformative leadership, partners like the MasterCard Foundation, and ambitious students like you, Rwanda is helping to lead Africa's new economy. Just look at the recognition that CMU Africa received earlier this year at a Facebook-sponsored event that was hosted here on campus, where 65 students from 10 countries participated in a cybersecurity-themed hackathon. And of course, we showed the world just how extraordinary our students really are. At the competition, 3 CMU Africa students, Rahab, Yvonne, and Emmanuel, received the first place for their cybersecurity app. Give them a clap. These winners were invited to Facebook's Developers Conference in San Jose, California a few months ago, where Alex Stamos, Facebook's Chief Security Officer, gave him a shout out during his keynote on global security. Once again, please join me in congratulating these exceptional students. To the class of 2018, the world needs you, especially now. You're graduating at a pivotal time for humanity. Today, the acceleration of digital technologies and automation is causing unprecedented social disruption, not just here in Africa, but around the world. The result is an incredible paradigm shift affecting every sector of our economy, from transportation to healthcare to education, scientific discovery to business, and much, much more. Never has life been more complex or so full of potential, and more in need of CMU graduates like you. Thanks to the education that you received, as Dean Garrett mentioned, you're distinctly well prepared to define and manage the space where technology and humanity intersect. As you take charge of the future of this great continent, I challenge you to follow 3 principles rooted in CMU's mission and values. Number 1, be relentless in your pursuit of knowledge. Constantly rekindle the fires of curiosity, and don't be afraid to expand your horizons. When the landscape shifts beneath you, make the world your classroom, your canvas, your stage. Number 2, seek out a multitude of perspectives. I urge you to embrace and defend the free exchange of ideas. By exploring different identities and experiences, you will create better ideas and stronger solutions. And finally, number 3, embrace global citizenship, as you have. Being a global citizen means adopting a wide view of the world and your role in it. It also means thinking critically, acting entrepreneurially, working collaboratively, and responding with empathy and responsibility to humanity's most pressing challenges. Graduates, I'm truly excited for you, and I'm excited for the future which you hold in your hands. Thank you for allowing me to share this moment with you, and on behalf of the entire Carnegie Mellon community, congratulations and best wishes to the class of 2018.
I know I shouldn't do this, but I can't. Congratulations, class of 2018. I am so proud of you. You wouldn't believe it. Thank you. So in fact, I'm here to introduce a student speaker today. You know, that's the custom. We invite a student representing the class to speak to the audience. This year's student speaker is Agwe Muhebwa. Agwe is graduating with a Master's of Science degree in Electrical and Computer Engineering with a concentration in Machine Learning and Big Data Analytics. At CMU, he was an active member of both the Data Science Club and Toastmasters. He was also a teaching assistant for the majority of machine learning and data science courses. Agwe and his team won the African Inter-University Grand Challenge in Technology 2018, which earned a cash prize, I don't know where the money is, and a summer internship at Merck Sharp and Dome IT Hub in Prague, Czech Republic. He also got to spend a semester at the Pittsburgh campus last fall, where he completed his master's degree. Agwe holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Computer Engineering with a focus on software engineering and signal processing from Makerere University in Uganda, and has previously worked as a machine learning engineer at Grameen Foundation Innovation Labs and as a software engineer at Mountbatten Limited. Please join me in welcoming Agwe to the stage.
Thank you, thank you. Honorable Minister of Education, President and Provost of Carnegie Mellon University, Dean of the College of Engineering, President of MasterCard Foundation, Director of CMU Africa, faculty and staff, family, and friends, my fellow graduates, good morning.
Good morning.
Today, I'm honored to be speaking on behalf of the graduating class of 2018. First, I would like to thank God who has made this day possible. I often think that if God was to replay our prayers, majority of us here would be embarrassed out of our skins. You know, prayers like, "Dear God, let the submission link go down so that I can get this." No wonder the administration had to switch from blackboard to canvas because their prayers were clearly working. Secondly, I would like to thank our sponsors, most notably the government of Rwanda and the visionary leadership of His Excellency Paul Kagame. Without their generosity and strategic investment in Africa's youth, we wouldn't be here. I would also like to thank the MasterCard Foundation, the Mandela Institute of Development Studies, Smart Africa, and finally, the Innovators Forward Fellowship Fund, of which I'm one of the recipients. Because of institutions like these, we have been able to benefit from a world-class educational experience. This has prepared us to be lifelong leaders and drivers of change on this great continent. To the CMU faculty and staff, I wonder how life would have been without your awesomeness and kindness. To all of us, you have become our foster families. An example I vividly remember is Crystal inviting international students for lunch at her home on Christmas Day. Now, if you are thousands of miles away from home, you know that this is the touch of kindness that the gods of seven kingdoms need. Thank you, Professor Nesta, for always being in Flex Room at midnight. Cheerleading and helping us with assignments. You are one in a million. Thank you, Professor Vernon, for being hard on us. Because of that, we have learned the value of producing quality work. Now, the list is endless, but know that we are forever grateful to every one of you. Oh, just one more thing. To all our professors, I would like to clarify one misperception. We were never actually dozing in your classes. We are just having continuous moments of silence for our grades. Surviving Carnegie Mellon has always been a collective effort. While you may spend some nights alone trying to beat deadlines, there are always people in the background supporting you. These are the people who reminded us to hang in there when we thought we couldn't take it anymore. Our parents, siblings, and spouses, you are our true heroes today for providing the moral support, patience, and understanding that we needed to go through the past 2 years. I can see Mrs. Natukunda nodding her head because she can't remember the last time Abraham sat down for a proper Saturday dinner with the family. You know, I used to tease Robert that the kids would soon start calling him uncle instead of dad because he's never at home. To our parents, thank you for pretending that you're never angry with us when we failed to show up for family celebrations, even though we knew that you were. It's because of you that we are here in our fancy Harry Potter capes and gowns. Now, let's talk about the class of 2018. From Wakanda to Jorofland. The class of 2018 is arguably the most culturally diverse and gender inclusive cohort. Teodros, the time traveler from Ethiopia, by the Ethiopian calendar, is living in the future. Samantha and Akinwande, the jollof rice connoisseurs from West Africa. And our own Viola, the queen of pants from Wakanda. However, the best thing to happen to the class of 2018 since the introduction of evening snacks is the fact that we had a fully-fledged boy band. Whoever said engineers don't know how to fund clearly hasn't made this point. Now, jokes aside, the class of 2018 has left its mark on CMU Africa with its exemplary commitment to leadership and service. It is this class that took the student build leadership so seriously that we hosted the first presidential debate to ensure that we had the best leaders serving the interests of the student body. Our guild leadership advocated for academic and social transformation in the university, including lobbying for changes and flexibility in academic concentrations and holding town hall meetings. Now, for brevity's sake, this is the only place where you can snitch on your professor without getting stitches. Going through CMU, you learn that, contrary to the popular belief, the sky is not the limit. You get stretched beyond your limitations, both academically and emotionally. To quote Charles Dickens' A Tale of Two Cities, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. But I can confidently say that we have soldiered through the highs and the lows and have come out smarter and stronger. When we first arrived at CMU during orientation, the professors encouraged us to challenge them. And at first we were like, wait a minute, is this a trick? But here's the thing, by the time you finish the 2 years, you learn to embrace criticism as one of the important tools for both professional and personal growth. You learn to deliver perfection in everything and expect nothing less than that in return. My fellow graduates, as we come to the end of this epic journey, it's hard for me to find a single defining moment to describe our experience. The truth is, every day of the past 2 years has defined who we are today. Creative and adaptive engineers with the ability to survive in any environment. As we start to reflect on the next chapters of our lives, let us remember that learning is a lifelong journey. May we never get too comfortable. May we never stop being hungry for knowledge. And may we never forget our commitment to excellence. And finally, to paraphrase our founder, Andrew Carnegie, may we never forget that our hearts should be grounded in our work. Congratulations, Professor.
About another round of applause for our leader. Now it's my distinct pleasure and honor to introduce today's keynote speaker, Rita Roy, President and CEO of MasterCard Foundation. A thoughtful leader and an advocate for the world's most vulnerable, Rita Roy has worked tirelessly to build a foundation that is collaborative and known for its lasting impact. Today, with $19 billion in assets, the MasterCard Foundation is one of the largest private foundations in the world. Its vision is a world where all people have the opportunity to learn and prosper. Under Rita's leadership, the foundation has focused its work in Africa and committed more than $2.1 billion to advance education and financial inclusion across the continent. Its programs, Its programs have improved the lives of more than 25 million people and their families. Prior to joining the foundation, Rita was the Divisional Vice President of Global Citizenship and Policy at Abbott and was Vice President of the Abbott Fund, its corporate foundation. Rita received a Master of Arts in Law and Diplomacy from the Fletcher School of Law and Diplomacy at Tufts University and a Bachelor of Arts from St. Andrews Presbyterian College. She holds honorary degrees from Earth University, McGill University, and the University of Toronto. Please join me in welcoming Rita Roy to give her keynote speech.
Good morning, everyone. I realized that this podium was probably not built for someone of my height, and if we had time, and I'm going to go over here, if we had time, there probably would be an engineering solution. So first and foremost, let me say, Honorable Minister, thank you for being here. Thank you, President Jahanian. Thank you to the leadership of Carnegie Mellon University, to your excellent Dean of the College of Engineering, to your faculty, to your leadership here in Kigali, in Africa. It is a great honor for me to be here, and I'm very, very delighted that you included me and my colleagues at this very important moment. Most importantly, I want to say that I am so proud of all of you. I'm proud of our MasterCard Foundation scholars, but I am proud of all of you. You give us 45 reasons to be optimistic about the future. So if you know, the exams are in, the ink's dry, you've done it. You've just done it. You're there. You're there. And you're about to become the class of 2018 of Carnegie Mellon University, Africa. My congratulations to all of you. You know, over the last 2 days, I've just had a wonderful experience coming to know what a remarkable class you are. Everything from hackathons to Toastmasters, from going to Silicon Valley to the World Economic Forum, your commitment to service, the fact that each of you came here on an individual journey. But today, all of you leave with a lifelong distinction. It's forged in excellence. It's based on your hard work, by your own merit. You came from 7 countries, but you made one community, right? You didn't have a gym, as I understand, but you have a minister of sports somewhere among you, right? You have turned your ideas into startups, and you've turned strangers into friends and community. You arrived as bright, intelligent people. You still leave as bright, intelligent people, but you will leave now as scientists and engineers, and most importantly, you're going to leave as leaders. And so when I started to think about what small wisdom I could offer this morning, I have to say my mind came back to Andrew Carnegie's words, which are Carnegie Mellon's motto: my heart is in the work. My heart is in the work. 6 little words which speak volumes. 6 words that can unlock what is good and great in all of us. And it's 6 words that all of us need. So I wanted to offer a little meditation on what I think your motto means, and what I hope it can mean for you as you step away and as you leave this place and you begin the next chapter of your journey. So I want to start with the word work, and then I'll get to the heart. You're entering the world, as other speakers have noted, at a moment of transformation in the world, but also across Africa. Already you are enjoying the benefits of what's possible, opportunities undreamt of by your parents, by your grandparents. And with that comes great responsibility. We're living in a world that's incredibly rapid in terms of its change. Globalization, technology, communications is changing the very nature of work. What is a job? Soon you will be at the forefront. You'll be applying your knowledge, and you'll be at the forefront of defining what is work in Africa. We're counting on all of you to come up with solutions, new ideas, new business models, to actually expand the knowledge economy so more people can benefit from technology and from knowledge across this continent. And I know all of you will take this responsibility very seriously. Now, as you do that, expect to be challenged. Expect to run into antiquated thinking, old networks, old clubs. You might meet resistance because you're young. You might meet resistance because you're a woman, or because of wherever you come from, or how tall or how short, like me, I am. Regardless, when that happens, take it in stride. Be bold, be brave, just push on. Because this world, Africa, needs fresh air, we need fresh thinking, and we need your fresh spirit. We already know that millions of people across this continent do not have access to what is already possible. They face hurdles, exclusion, discrimination from the basics. It could be healthcare, housing, education, the basics that underpin dignity. You could be the ones. You could be the ones which close the last miles. You could harness all that marvelous knowledge, and you could be working on smart cities, smart healthcare, smart housing, smart education. I would mention that the last three have not been created yet, but you could create all of that, and you could make things possible. You could make this world far more equitable. So which brings me to the heart. When your heart is in the work, then you also recognize, as you know so beautifully, that it's not enough to succeed alone. And the truth is, as you've already said, as all of us here on this stage have experienced, nobody succeeds alone. And I just look at this beautiful room, I look at the joy, the pride, the love, maybe the relief, on the faces of your parents that we're here at this moment. And if anyone worked harder than all of you, it is your family, the people who raised you, the people who love you, the faculty who have enlarged your world. So I ask you to please give them a round of applause. When it comes to putting our hearts in our work, there's something else. If your heart truly is in your work, then it's not just work. It's your passion. It's who you are. It's what matters. It's a source of joy. The word heart is just another metaphor for love. And love must be in your work. Then you must love the problems that you want to solve. You must admire those problems, get close to those problems, because that's going to be your life's work. But most importantly, you must love the people around you, just as you have created community here. As you move forward, you need to create community everywhere that you go. You're going to need people around you with whom you can share, you can discuss, you can debate, you can disagree, you can confide. People who will bring the best out of you, and people who will be with you during the worst of times. And if you're lucky, if you're really lucky, you will have people who will not be afraid to tell you when you're wrong. We all need people like that. It could be our life partners, it could be our parents, it could be our friends, it could be anyone. But we need people like that in our lives. So the last part of what I have to say, in terms of putting your heart, your love in your work, is to open your hearts, and open your hearts to the world around you. The possibilities indeed are endless. They run the limits of your imagination. And so I know you will go forward with your hearts in your work. I hope that your work touches the hearts and lives of millions of people, especially millions of people who are waiting for that right here on this continent. I wish you more than just good luck. I wish you success, I wish you love, and I wish you happiness. Thank you.
So next, I'm pleased to introduce Honorable Minister Dr. Isaac Munakazi to come and deliver this speech.
Thank you so much. Let me first introduce my colleague, our Minister for Information and Technology, who is there. And, I'm sure the Minister is here for the purpose. He's targeting you, and you should also target him. Don't leave without giving him your contact, because I'm sure you are the first client, and he's there to give you a warm welcome, because your rare skills is needed in his ministry, is needed in our country, and we are here to celebrate your achievements. Congratulations. Excellence, Ambassador of the United States of America in Rwanda, President Carnegie Mellon University, President and CEO MasterCard Foundation, Interim Provost, Carnegie Mellon University, Dean of College of Engineering, Carnegie Mellon University, CMU African Joint Advisory Board members, Director, CMU Africa, government officials, representative of different development partners, head of representative of Rwanda, academic institutions, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted and honored to be with you today at this 5th graduation ceremony for the master's degree graduates for Carnegie Mellon University Africa. The strategic partnership with CMU is one of the key strategy to help capacity building in science and technology, in particular in ICT, in support of Rwanda's social and economic growth. This is in support of one of the recommendations of Connect Africa meeting held in Rwanda in October 2007, which was the establishment of a network of 5 centers of excellence to support the development of a critical mass of ICT skills required for the development of the continent. It remains a central pillar in support of Rwanda Vision and the national strategy for transformation in support of the growth of Rwanda knowledge economy. Ladies and gentlemen, I have seen that CMU Africa is now completing its 7th year of operation, admitted its first class of students for the Masters of Science in Information Technology in August 2012. And to date, there have been 6 intakes for students and 4 graduation. I'm delighted that there are 45 graduates on this year's graduation ceremony. The regional nature of CMU Africa is demonstrated through the regional nature of the current students who come from 10 different countries in Africa, with Rwandan students accounting for roughly 50% of the student population. At the same time, we are delighted to see that there is a strong gender balance, with women accounting at least more than 34% of students. Dear graduates, I would like to congratulate you for your hard work and determination to succeed in this Master of Science in Information Technology program. I understand the tremendous effort and commitment that has been necessary to achieve what you have achieved. I note that since it is its inception and before today's graduation, CMO has graduated around 100 students, including 83 Rwandans. I'm delighted to acknowledge that 85 of alumni are working in Africa, 30% of them in management positions. 9 have joined PhD programs in US, Scotland, South Korea, with the remaining pursuing startup and other activities. I'm sure that the world-class education you have received from Carnegie Mellon University Africa will enable you to follow in the footsteps of the previous alumni and pursue careers that will greatly benefit Rwanda and the region. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I congratulate and extend my appreciation to the parents, relatives, family members, and friends who have supported today's graduates throughout their journey. I know that we owe a significant thanks to you for ensuring that through your support, the graduates have managed to travel safely and will march through today's ceremony as full SMU graduates. I'm grateful to the President of CMU, Dr. Farhan Jahanian, for being with us today and sharing in this joyful occasion, and the whole senior management of CMU for your continued commitment and support for this program that has helped us to achieve today's event. I also thank the President and CEO of MasterCard Foundation, Dr. Rita Roy. We thank you for your continued support to us, especially in the education sector, and we are very grateful that you are here today so that we can tell you this. Thank you so much. We thank the members of the Joint Advisory Board of Carnegie Mellon University, Africa, for being with us today in this graduation ceremony. We thank you all for that. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, CMU Africa is making an impact in support of research in Rwanda, with faculty members actively pursuing research in ICT technologies such as cybersecurity, wireless communication, data science, power systems, and drones. This has supported the establishment of the Kigali Collaborative Research Center, which will host collaborative research projects, visiting academic and industrial researchers and PhD students from Rwanda and regional universities. In respect of the permanent home for CMU Africa Permanent Home in Kigali Innovation City, I'm very pleased to see that this is nearing at the completion and will greatly add to the strength of CMU Africa. Dear graduates, once again, I congratulate you on your achievement today, and I commend to you the skills and knowledge you have gained both in your own future careers and in the support of the future of Rwanda and the region as we continue to develop towards our future knowledge economy. I thank you for your kind attention.
Welcome, everybody. It's my great pleasure to introduce the faculty of Carnegie Mellon University. The faculty here, like you, is actually quite diverse. The faculty that's here and others who can be with us today represent 6 different countries. They're all very committed, and they look forward to each and every one of you and your success. Being a faculty here is a great pleasure for us. And so, without further ado, I'd like to introduce the faculty. I'll start with our director, Kumar Bhagavatula, is also be teaching next fall. Michelle Bézi is we have Luciana Kelly, David Ross, Edwin Magumi, David Vernon, Paulina Jaramillo, Sean Skelton, Martin Saint, and Scott Brown. It's also my honor to introduce the next speaker, Crystal Rujeji. Crystal joined Carnegie Mellon University in 2009. At the very beginning, she helped to establish the CMU Africa location. She co-authored the original white paper that defines the programs that you all are enjoying today. As the founding director of strategy and operations, she has led business operations and driven the strategic vision of CMU Africa. She holds a bachelor's degree in computer science from Grambling State University and a master's degree in information systems and management from Carnegie Mellon University. Please join me in welcoming Crystal Rujeji to deliver her remarks.
Distinguished graduates of the class of 2018, His Excellency the U.S. Ambassador to Rwanda, thank you for joining us this morning. Honorable ministers present, the President of Carnegie Mellon University, the President and CEO of the MasterCard Foundation, our Provost, the Dean of the College of Engineering, our Director of CMU Africa, faculty, staff, family and friends, good morning. It is my great honor and privilege to be with you this morning to present a very important award to one of our most outstanding graduates, the Jeremiah Mpagazehe Rising Researcher Award. This award was established in 2017 to honor the late Carnegie Mellon alumnus and CMU Africa faculty member, Dr. Jeremiah Mpagazehe, who was an exceptional researcher, teacher, and mentor. The late Dr. Jeremiah, as he was fondly called by his students, was born of Ugandan heritage and enthusiastic about the possibilities of research in Africa and its potential to transform society. He joined the faculty of Carnegie Mellon University Africa in January 2016, but his life, full of tremendous passion and purpose, was cut short at the tender age of 31. In the very brief time that he was with us, he earned the profound respect and admiration of the students, the faculty, and the staff. The Rising Researcher Award was established to honor his legacy of exemplary scholarship and research, and to empower generations of African scholars who will make significant research contributions to Africa's social and economic transformation. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2018 recipient of the Jeremiah Mpagazehe Rising Researcher Award is Brian Otieno. Brian has consistently demonstrated academic excellence amongst his peers with keen interest in research focused on rural electrification. Brian will be going to South Africa at the end of this month to present his research on forecasting energy demand for microgrids at the IEEE Power Africa Conference. Distinguished guests, please please help me in joining, please join me in welcoming Brian to the stage. It's now my honor to introduce our next speaker this morning, Dr. Lori Weingart, who is our interim provost at Carnegie Mellon University, and Richard M. and Margaret S. Sire Professor of Organizational Behavior and Theory in the Tepper School of Business. An internationally recognized scholar on group processes, conflict management, and negotiation, Dr. Weingart has been a member of the CMU faculty since 1989 and previously served as Senior Associate Dean for Education at the Tepper School. As interim provost at Carnegie Mellon, she is responsible for leading CMU schools, colleges, institutes, and campuses, and is instrumental in institutional and academic planning and implementation. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Weingart to the stage.
I also feel like this podium is built for someone a little bit taller. It's wonderful to be here. Greetings from everybody in Pittsburgh, from all your fellow graduates. I'm thrilled to be here. Everybody's so excited for you. I want to share that enthusiasm. And thank you, Crystal, for the kind introduction. I'm here today to present this year's Lakshmi Subramanian CMU Africa Student Excellent Award. The Lakshmi Subramanian CMU Africa Student Excellence Award was established in 2016 through a generous endowment that was established to recognize 2 students graduating from CMU Africa each academic year. Recipients of the award are selected upon recommendation of the CMU Africa faculty to have best inspired their fellow students. Inspired them to a love of learning through a combination of intellect, high scholarly achievement, engagement with the CMU Africa community, and character. Each year, an award is given to a Master of Science in Information Technology graduate and a Master of Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering graduate. It's my honor to recognize this year's 2 outstanding students being awarded the Lakshmi Subramanian CMU Africa Student Excellence Award. The first award goes to Fred Otieno. Is from the MSIT program. Fred is described by the faculty as a hardworking student with a love for research and commitment to excellence. Please join me in welcoming Fred to the stage to receive the award. The second award goes to Gifty Bua. Gifty is from the MS-ECE program. Gifty has earned the respect of the faculty through her tremendous passion for learning. Gifty's hard work has enabled her to graduate a semester early, which is incredible given the demands of these programs. It's really a testament to her rigor and dedication. Please join me in welcoming Gifty to the stage.
Okay, I was going to say something about the height of the podium, but two people already said it. So. Okay, now for the moment that you're all waiting for, which is the awarding of the diplomas. So let me just describe the process just a little bit. Professor Michelle Bezi will call the student's name, and you come from that side, and the Olga is there. Where is Olga? Okay, there. She will basically turn the tassel on your cap, and you'll come up on the stage, and Provost Lori Weingart basically will shake your hand. Then I will give you your diploma, we'll take a picture. Then the President, Farnam Jahanian, will shake your hand, and we'll take some more pictures. Okay, got it? Yeah. Okay, so let's get going.
We start with a Master of Science in Information Technology, class of 2018. Victor Abayomi Akinwande. Emmanuel Biketti Chebukati. Bernard Yoshimimana. Ivan Guitaro. Christian Iradokunda. Romanis Ishimwe. Ghislaine Kaiji. Timothy Mugabe Lubega. Silvia Bossibori Macario. Darius Miko. Roger Mizero. Janet Mukamana. Victoria Munguti. Benjamin Munioki. Abraham Natukunda. Michael Nayebare. Dennis Niwe Mugisha. Viola Nuwaha. Brian Otieno. Fred Otieno. Bobson Rugambwa. Mukibi Hood Senwogerere. Samantha Natete. Fabiola Uwashema. Benson Wachira. Rahab Wairimu Wangari. Clovis Wanzinguya. Samuel Waswa. I am now calling the graduates of Master of Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering class of 2018. Martin Bali. Gifty Bua. Florian Gumiu Senge. Martin Abimana. Samuel Ishimwe Mbaraga. Jamila Matu Kamizi. Nabil Mohammed. Robert Mugisha. Agwe Muhebwa. Faustine Muhirwa. Benjamin Nabana. Jemima Owusu Kwenewa. Simeon Uwizeye. And please join me in congratulating the Carnegie Mellon University Africa class of 2018.
Graduates, you did it. Now you got diplomas to show for it. So congratulations to the class of 2018 again. And best wishes as you pursue the next phase of your career. And as Rita Roy said, not just best wishes, lots of success. Given the intense effort that you guys have put into getting these diplomas and the excellent training that our faculty have provided, we know you're going to do very well in whatever you take up. And you will be great ambassadors for Carnegie Mellon University and Carnegie Mellon University Africa. Okay? Lots of congratulations to you. So one more round of applause for the class of 2018. So before we conclude today's ceremony, I want to just say a couple of things. First of all, this moment would not have been possible without the visionary leadership of His Excellency Paul Kagame, President Paul Kagame. It's a bold visionary leadership that has gotten us to this point and that achieved all of these graduates to achieve their dreams. We are represented here by honorable ministers, and please join me in giving them another round of applause for the honorable. I also want to thank Honorable Peter Ruman, the U.S. Ambassador to Rwanda that has come here and is sitting in the front row. Please join me. Once again, I want to thank Carnegie Mellon President Farnam Jahanian, Interim Provost Laurie Weingart, College of Engineering Dean James Garrett, and many others that have traveled all the way from Pittsburgh, MasterCard Foundation, President and CEO Rita Roy, and all other government officials and others that have come here to join in this celebration. So let's thank them one more time. And finally, there is a group that deserves huge round of applause because this event and all the things that have happened over the yesterday and the day before yesterday, there are multiple things that have taken place, and they would not have been possible. But for the, they've been working for more than a month or 2 months to put this all together. So a big round of applause for our staff, led by Crystal and Ines. So there is a reception after this ceremony is over, but please remain seated in your seats because there will be a recession. After that, we'll join you at the reception. So thank you all very much.